Hello everyone, I'm back after 2 weeks. I'm sorry about it. But I got a new workspace and it doesn't have any Wi-Fi. So yeah, that's why I was waiting. I decided to just go ahead and do it and kick my lazy bone in the butt because I figured I need to be consistent with this and I need to keep doing it. Anyway, in the background you'll see, excuse me, a speed paint of a girl, as usual. And she is in bookmark form. I was thinking maybe I could print it out, but I'm not really sure if I like the image anymore. We'll see. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about style, and if you guys are really following me, I did do a video on it, but I didn't like how it turned out, and I kept saying and like the whole time. So yeah, I'm doing it again. And okay, so anyway, I'm going to be talking about style, and starting from the beginning, what is style? My idea of style is that it's simply what you like. And to put in that into words, when you see an image, like usually you won't like everything about the image, but usually there will be one thing about that image that you just like, wow, I really love that. Maybe it's the nose, or it's the eyes, or it's how they colored the hair, or anything. And you're just like, wow, I wish I could do that, but you don't want to do all the other things they did, even though, like, this is just one example. Like, sometimes you'll just see somebody like, wow, I wish I had their style. But, the key is when you see something like that you like, the nose, for example, you would try to implicate that into your own style, and you would take from a lot of different artists instead of just that one, and you would keep blending all the different things. Say you take eyes from someone else, you take the hair for someone else, you take how someone draws hands, even though hands are ridiculously hard to draw, and you'll never be able to draw them like the artist that you love. Sorry, it's just not gonna happen. Just kidding. But anyway, as I was saying, you blend all these different things together, and maybe at first it'll look a little weird and it won't be coherent, and people will be able to say like, oh, you stole this from so and so. But eventually everything will be so masterfully stolen that people won't be able to tell that you took it for someone else, and they'll think, wow, that's totally you. And the reason that is because you simply took everything only the things that you love about someone's art. You didn't take the things that you didn't like, because that's not you. And you blended it all together into something that's really amazing. You do this all through your life, like it never stops. And that's why your style continues to grow. What you enjoy changes, and in the end, it's all going to be you, unless you're just a dirty, rotten copier and you just copy everybody that you see, and you just pick one artist. If you just do one artist like this, and you just copy everything they do, all you will ever be is a cheap knockoff of them. You will never be anything more, and people will be able to see, oh, you draw like this guy, not, oh, you draw like whatever your name is. Like, you won't be unique, and everybody wants to be unique. I'm not really sure why you wouldn't want to be. But yeah, all in my later videos, my voice is so weird, I'm sorry. But in my later videos, I want to do one where I show examples of artists that I like and what I take from their art and put it into mine. It'll probably be something like how to take inspiration without copying type of video. Because I haven't really seen those. Like, I haven't really seen people show the artists they like. Like, you know, you see those posts on DeviantArt, it's like, oh, my inspirations, but they don't really explain what they like about them. They just post all their pictures and just like, oh, yeah, I like these. Maybe you can tell a little bit that that's where they got their stuff from. And also, if the hair looks weird in the background in the image, I'm going to change it, don't worry. I was just going a little bit nuts. Looks like octopus tentacles. Ugh. Yeah, I just moved it into Psy, and usually I'll start in Photoshop and just get the basic rough down, and then once I go in the Psy, I'll fix it all up and do all the rendering. And rendering, if you don't know, is just basically, to have an example, say like you're trying to draw someone realistically, even though that's not what I'm doing here. Rendering it would be rendering the sketch to a point where it looks hyper realistic, but in mine I'm rendering it to a point where it looks like something appealing and someone would want to look at. But anyway, the reason I move it to Sai and don't just start in Sai is because for whatever reason I am horrible at drawing in Sai, and the brushes just do not work for me at first. But once I get it down, like the basics down, I can do it pretty good, and it's fun. But Sai, I have a love-hate relationship with it. Let's see. I only use 2 brushes, even though I have like 5 billion. If anybody was wondering, I'll post them somewhere. But I don't know if anyone cares. So yeah, I'm just rambling on, like I always do. But I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about. Oh, don't worry about getting your own style. I know that's whatever that word is. Contrasting to what I said before, but you'll get your style if you just enjoy art and you can purposefully look at other people's art and be like, take from it, but really and truly, like, it'll just come naturally. You don't have to stress it, and you can push your style any way you want. There's no like key, or you're not locked in a box and there's not some key that will let you out. You have the key in your hands, and you can get out of that box whenever you want. You just have to work hard, because sometimes you'll get stuck in a style. Like, say you started drawing anime when you were a kid and you like always drew it. This is me, by the way. Sometimes it's when you try to go to realism, it's really, really hard, and everything looks really cartoony, and it just doesn't look right. But eventually, once you really work on it and you draw from life, don't forget, I'm not saying don't draw from life. You have to draw from life in order to get your stuff looking believable. I'll go into that in another video. But I'm not saying just look at other people's art and steal from them, even though that's something you should do. Hehe. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, you have to. Drawing from life is really, really helpful, even though it sucks sometimes, and it will never look how you want it. But in the end, it'll help you. It really, really helps. Especially, like, I'm sorry for saying like so much. Especially when, you're, I don't even know what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. I'll just talk about the picture some more. I'm just going through, adding stuff. It looks weird right now. It always looks weird when I'm trying to figure stuff out. But right now I'm going through all the hair, just adding different browns and all kinds of goody stuff. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. It's so hard to like talk for such a long time. I should probably cut it up and do that, but I'm such a lazy person. You guys don't even understand. For me, my style, I have an idea, like, when I think in my head, like, oh, my style will look like this one day, and I'm just working towards that, kind of, and whenever I look at people's art, I'm just like, oh, I can use that to add to my imaginary thingy thing. And, yeah, I'm rambling again. I don't really even know what I'm talking about anymore, but, I realize why my voice sounds so weird. I have a cold. I do. Or something like that. It must be allergies. Right where I live, the pollen levels are really high. I didn't even know I had allergies, but what do you know? You find out. And my voice sounds like poo 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 poo. But, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm trying to be more productive. I've been very unproductive lately, and the only way to get known on anything internet-wise is to do a lot of stuff all the time and always be around, even when you don't have Wi-Fi and it's really hard to work around it. Because for my birthday recently, I got a desk, and I've never had a desk before. I was always working on my grandma's bed, and I've been in love with it so much, but where it is, it's in the shed in my yard, and the shed in my yard does not have any Wi-Fi. It's very depressing, and I was depressed for 2 weeks, but we're trying to figure it out, how to get Wi-Fi in here, and that's where I am right now. It's super hot and sweaty. Well, I'm super hot and sweaty, not the shed. We got new carpet, though. It's nice. I say we, because a lot of people work in here in my house, because this is the only way to go, because I live with so many people, and there's a bunch of little kids, and little kids are really nosy and they like to look at stuff. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I'm sorry for the lack of videos. I'll make it up to you somehow by doing more. Hopefully, even though I'm so lazy. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you again next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.